Hello and welcome to the News Update on Enterprise TV. I'm Choma Okoye. President Bola Tinubu has asked the Senate to confirm 7 new ministerial nominees. Tinubu's request was contained in a letter read by Senate President Godswill Akpabio on the floor of the Upper Legislative Chamber on Thursday. The president fired some ministers and appointed these new ones in a cabinet shakeup on Wednesday. Some of the new ministers include Bianca Odinaka Odumegu Ojuko, Jumoke Oduwole, Idi Mukta Maha, and Yusuf Abdullahi Atta. Hoodlums suspected to be cultists have invaded Ifite, Awka, near the school gates of Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka, Anambra State, killing no fewer than 6 persons. According to eyewitnesses on Thursday, the gun-wielding hoodlums invaded the vicinity in the early hours of Thursday and opened fire on some persons suspected to be members of a rival cult group, thereby causing chaos and panic in the area. It was gathered that the suspected cultists were looking for members of the rival cult group who were said to be hanging around the vicinity of Unizik School gate. And one of the sources and a student of Unizik who witnessed the scene said more than 6 persons were shot dead near Witness Garden on Ifite and Manasi Road. The spokesman for the Anambra State Police Command, SP Tochukwu Ikenga, has also confirmed the development. The Federal High Court in Lagos on Wednesday convicted and sentenced the 41-year-old Canadian lady, Adrini Monjo, to 11 years imprisonment for importing 35.20 kilograms of Canadian loud cannabis stevia into Nigeria. Justice Deinde Dikbolo, who handed down the verdict, also gave her an option of a 100 million naira fine on the 2 counts preferred against her by the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency. The judge convicted and sentenced Monjo following her plea of guilt on the 2 counts. Earlier, when the convict was arraigned, the NDLEA's prosecutor Abu Ibrahim told the court that Monjo, without lawful authority, imported 35.20 kilograms of cannabis stevia, otherwise known as Canadian loud, into Nigeria. Ibrahim said the incident occurred on or about October 3, 2024, during the inward clearance of inbound passengers on the KLM flight at the de-arrival hall of the Murtala Muhammed International Airport, Ikeja, Lagos. Monjo pleaded guilty to the charges against her, following which Ibrahim informed the court of the readiness of the prosecution to review the facts of the case. A prosecution witness was then called in to give evidence and tender relevant exhibits. Enterprise TV's Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer Evans Ofeli has been invited to be a speaker at the 2024 African Bar Association's annual conference in Lusaka, Zambia. Barrister Ofeli will be addressing section number 7 on the subject of the African Continental Free Trade Area and Trade Law on 29 October 2024 at the Molongoshi International Conference Center under the chairmanship of Professor Ernest Kofi Abotsi. Other eminent panelists will include John Philpott, Chipo Nkata, Jacqueline Milanzi, and Mimi Ayua. The Africa Bar Association is the continent's foremost body of lawyers. The conference is an annual meeting point of the leading legal minds on the continent. They gather to discuss democracy, conflict trade, the rule of law, and other critical matters relating to the practice of the law. In foreign news, Tropical Storm Trami has killed at least 26 people and forced more than 150,000 to flee their homes in the Philippines as it made landfall on the northeastern coast, known by locals as severe tropical storm Christine. Trami dumped heavy to torrential rain on the main island of Luzon, triggering widespread flooding and landslides. The state weather agency said in its 11 a.m. weather bulletin that with maximum sustained winds of 95 km per hour, the storm was moving westward across the mountainous northern region of Cordillera towards the South China Sea. It warned of intense rainfall, flooding, landslides, and storm surges for some northern province. And most of the deaths from the storm over the past few days were due to drowning and landslide in the central Bicol region, including Naga City, where 14 were reported dead on Thursday. And that's all we have for you on the news update at this hour. Many thanks for watching. Remember to visit our website at www.enterprisetvnews.com. I'm Chioma Okohe.
Enterprise TV, a tradition of truth.